your eye on that because sometimes it can go low. Okay, everybody, how are you doing? Today we're doing a little bit of an extra special series on Skype for Business. We're going to talk about how Skype for Business is now able to integrate with Zoom and Unify.
Yep,
It's snowing here in Philadelphia.
Yes, we're live from the city of Philadelphia.
As you can see. This is going to be a quick webinar. You know, it's 20 minutes, so we're starting right at 1 o'clock as we always do every Friday. And, you know, we're not really in Philadelphia. We're actually much closer to a place called Downingtown, which is the home of Victory Brewing Company.
Yep.
Great beer if you've ever had it.
Yeah, delicious beer. You know, if you ever get the privilege, I'm sure some people, the Northeast, should know Victory. It's definitely a great beer, but I don't know if they're too big out in the West Coast or some of our. Anyway, if you're ever in the area, definitely come by and grab a beer with us from Victory.
Yep. And so now we'll get a little bit more professional, get back to our real virtual set here. Just wanted to show off some cool. I mean, we're getting hammered with snow. We've been getting, you know, snow every week here in Pennsylvania.
It's been a record year.
It's really, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one, the one blizzard we got was the most we've had since, '96.
Oh my gosh. So let's jump right in, guys. We only have 20 minutes, so we're going to get started right away. One thing I wanted to mention is we've got some audio upgrades. So Pat is using a lapel mic.
Yep. Right here you
got
can
his
see
nice
it.
little lapel. And I am using a $400 DPA microphone. This is what they use in the Broadway. This is what they used in The Hobbit. So I really hope the audio is crystal clear. We are going wireless, so soon we're going to even do more upgrades. We're going to hardwire, so we don't have to worry about batteries and stuff like that. But between the lapel mic from Shure and the DPA mic, we've made really big strides in our audio quality, and we're really excited about just having better audio quality in general for our live streams.
Yeah, you guys hopefully get to reap benefits of that. Can hear us.
Hear us better. If you look at our first live streams, we're on episode 12 now, I think we mentioned. But if you look at the very first live streams, there's a lot missing there.
Yeah.
And we're getting a lot better at what we do. So today we're talking about Skype for Business, and in particular, how Skype for Business is now going to be integrated with Zoom video conferencing, and also Unify, which is a new software out there. Blue Jeans has always had integration. Pexip has always had integration. Econo has always had integration. Now that Cisco has purchased Econo, Cisco should have Skype for Business integration. But we're going to specifically talk about Zoom and how Zoom's integration is supposedly going to be growing a lot in the future. And I got some inside information. I don't have it. Actually, take that back. I have no inside information whatsoever. I have a tweet. I have a LinkedIn share from the CEO of Zoom that hints.
Is that inside information?
That's not inside information. That's from LinkedIn. That's public information. I don't have inside information. But we do know that currently Zoom has an integration with Skype for Business. It is a plugin. And let's take a look at what that plugin looks like. We're going to go over what the plugin looks like. We're going to talk a little bit about what it does, because I know a lot of people are Skype for Business customers, and they're interested in kind of bridging the gap a little bit between what Skype for Business can do and what traditional web conferencing like Zoom and WebEx and GoToMeeting provides. So right here you can see a little picture of the Skype for Business integration. I'm going to go ahead and make that full screen to make it even easier for you guys to see, because it is a little small. But basically, here, let me overlay that even larger here. You can start a Zoom meeting directly through the Skype for Business. You would call that the interface. Yeah, that's your normal client there. So if you wanted to have a Skype for Business chat or a meeting, you could. And then if you wanted to kind of escalate it to a Zoom meeting, which has much better operability for people outside your network. For people who, it's much easier, it's a smaller download
Yep.
for the client. It can scale a lot better.
Yeah. The algorithms that Zoom's been working on over there does handle the video and audio quality much better than some of your standard Skype calls.
And we're not here to completely sell Zoom and all of its features.
So we just like using it.
We use it all the time, and this is what the integration looks like. So if you're looking at this, you already know all the features of Zoom. Just know that Skype for Business has a way to launch video calls directly from it. Now, we are going to speculate that from a recent LinkedIn post from the CEO of Zoom, he says that, now this is coming up in March. It's a show called Enterprise Connect. It's March 9th. He says something cool is coming for Enterprise Connect 2016. There's been rumors left and right that that Zoom is going to build in direct integration with Skype for Business, and I have to speculate that is what he's talking about. It's going to be some type of Skype for Business because it's Enterprise Connect.
Yeah.
Enterprises use Skype for Business. They weren't at Enterprise Connect last year, so you'd have to imagine that they're coming with something for the enterprise, and it's most likely a Skype for Business situation. So it looks like behind us, Pat has the Skype for Business integration layout. And let's go ahead and let's transfer to that really quickly.
Yep, this is just right there in the Zoom help center, right? The knowledge base.
Mm-hmm. Great place to go if you're a Zoom customer.
Yep, and this is the Zoom Link plugin, right? And it has the about, the compatibilities, the prerequisites, the installation procedure. It has the interface that Paul was going over there a little bit, and then you can just right there start a Zoom meeting, right? And one of the things there
turning up a little bit
is, I guess we should talk about, why would you want to do a Zoom meeting versus just, a Skype for Business meeting.
Why don't you pull up the plans there? Yeah, it's right at the top there. And this is kind of like the feature list of Zoom. And the feature list just goes on and on and on and on. I mean, some of the things you could pull out of here would be Zoom rooms. So if you're interested at all in enabling a Zoom room, can be enabled in the neighborhood of, it's like $500 a year, and you can get the PC-based hardware and software to do that very easily, whereas a Skype for Business room system can be like $20,000, $30,000.
Yeah.
So if you need to enable huddle rooms and also have interoperability with Skype for Business, the Zoom rooms are a great solution. The wireless presentation is incredible. It's so easy to use.
Yep. And when I was working, at an enterprise and large client, a lot of people use Skype for the chat feature. It's a common chat, unified communications feature that they use it. But, they're more hesitant to use the video capabilities. I think with the ease of Zoom and kind of just the ease of use with that software in particular, it's big getting people on. Oh, and they're trying to live chat.
So again, you guys can definitely take a look at that. We don't have time to go over all the features, but again, expect something big from Zoom. I really think it's going to be about Skype for Business. I really do, and I tend to think that we've got some pretty good ideas on that. Also, Pat's showing off the Skype for Business website here. As you can see, it's only $2 a month per user, and that is, I don't believe that actually includes video. Let's take a look at that, Pat. Go ahead and click on the plans. One of the things that you kind of have to have is an Exchange server already to take advantage of that. So let's take a look. So yeah, here it goes. So it's actually $5 a month if you want Skype for Business.
Business online meetings. So
online meetings.
Right. So that's probably, it has the one-on-one. Get out of here. No, thanks.
And again, you guys can look at this on your own time, but it starts about $5 a month, goes up from there. Zoom is much more expensive. Zoom is going to be like $15, $20 a month, but you're going to get a ton more features, and it's just a super easy interface.
Yep.
So we talked a little bit about Skype room systems, and one of the things that we wanted to briefly show off is a software called Unify. And Pat, I don't know if you want to launch it to show it off. Don't have to. I mean, you've got the website there. We can just show the pictures of it too if you don't want to launch actual application. But Unify is basically a software that you can install on any Windows PC. It's $499, and it allows you to create your own Skype room system. So a Skype room system is basically a computer with a camera and a microphone that you can have video conferences on Skype, but there's a dashboard, there's a secret sauce that allows the end users to quickly look at their Exchange or Google calendar and book that meeting room. So it turns it into more of a meeting room experience, and it's really great for. Let's just show the website.
Yeah, so I thought I had it. I should have it on here, but I don't know.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. So here is the dashboard interface of Unify. So you can see at the top it's integrated with Exchange. It can also seamlessly integrate with Exchange and Google Calendars. And then a little join button would pop up, so when your meeting's ready, you could just click join. It's got a whole list of features such as branding, the ability to do attachments, soft phone calls, and it can be just Skype for Business with Exchange. It can be Skype for Business with Zoom, and it also works with GoToMeeting and WebEx. So you can have cross-platforms at the top there, and when somebody schedules a GoToMeeting in that room, it will recognize the API and launch GoToMeeting. Same with WebEx, Skype, and Zoom.
Yeah, and that's big for kind of companies that want to have a lockdown PC in their huddle rooms or in their training rooms, and somebody can just walk in, click a button, and join your meeting, right? Whether it's one-on-one and you're kind of interviewing a candidate, and you're bringing in remote professionals, or if it's a larger training room or a webinar style. This allows you to walk into the room, you click the button, you join said meeting, and you can do the training, do everything. It doesn't leave people with an open desktop, doesn't leave people trying to find out what software, logging in their email address when they get in the computer. It's just all right there.
So Unify has the ability to basically be locked down, integrate with your Exchange contacts, to be deployed on your network with a Windows PC. We're working with Unify to create like little miniature PCs, but currently a system somewhat like this. This is a huddle room system where you've got an Intel NUC like with a minimum of an i5 processor, a USB 3.0 camera, and a speakerphone. That's a wireless huddle pod air there. Is really all you need. And that system usually retails for around $2,500.
Yeah.
And then $500 for Unify, and now you've got a $3,000 Skype for Business room system.
Yeah, and that's big, when considering your unified communication strategy, right? Video is quickly becoming more accessible. More executives and clients want to have these abilities. They want to leverage these abilities to meet with clients, without the trouble of setting up a traditional video conference room or having to go into the extreme really nice boardroom when they just need a simple video call with active managers in the field, or foreign manufacturers that they're working with, international project managers. This is kind of a big thing, and it's no longer really necessary to have those just proprietary boardroom systems that are price prohibitive. Now everybody can kind of hop on this train and really bring video to more rooms. About 5 times as many rooms.
And it's not just putting a computer with Skype for Business client there and expecting your end users to be able to manage that. It's actually an integrated experience similar to the Zoom room. Why don't we go ahead and show the Zoom room as well? Because the Zoom room would be, depending on when and how Zoom integrates fully with Skype for Business, the Zoom room could actually give you a similar experience. So now here's the difference, though. With the Zoom room, you're going to be able to do Zoom calls, and you're going to be able to potentially, we're thinking, Skype for Business integration calls. With Unify, It doesn't actually do any bridging or anything, but it supports GoToMeeting. It supports WebEx. It supports Skype. It supports Link. It supports Zoom. And you can add your own APIs in there. So if you are a business that needs to support everything and you don't want to pay for an expensive service like BlueJeans, which is like $10,000 a year plus, this is a really great option to have a dashboard that's locked down that supports everything.
Yeah, or if you are a new video conferencing software or company that is looking for a calendaring type function for your service, then this is a really interesting option that's available, right? Lock down the PC, just one button joins.
We've got about 4 minutes left, Pat, and I wanted to take some questions from the audience. It looks like someone's asking, is Unify available through partners? Yes, it is. We do have a partner program for Unify. So if you're an audiovisual integrator and you want to sign up to become a partner, that is available for Unify. We also have partner programs for Zoom. So reach out to us if you're an integrator. We'd be happy to help. There was another question about the HuddleCam Air. Is the HuddleCam Air available in a complete kit? And we just showed the Huddle Room, but I was actually just about to show the wireless version.
Yeah.
So we do have the HuddleCam Air is completely compatible with Skype for Business. It makes a nice little installation there with the HuddlePod Air. So you've got a completely wireless solution to your table.
Right, and that saves one, installation time, right? You go in, just hook it all up, and it's wireless, so there's no need to be running those wires for your video and your audio. And two, it's unproprietary, so regardless of whether you're using Skype, Zoom, both of them, or another software altogether, that's the nice part about stepping out of the proprietary world and joining the USB video conferencing market.
Pat, looks like we got another question here. Someone's asking, which software, in our opinion, is better for the enterprise, Skype for Business or Zoom? That's a tough question.
That's a loaded one.
Skype for Business is definitely more prevalent in the enterprise. Microsoft has a huge backbone that they leverage. So when you go with Skype for Business, you immediately get integration with all of the suites of Microsoft products, whether it's OneNote or, they have Exchange. You've got Office 365, the whole Skype for Business integration, OneDrive. There's a whole suite of business-grade solutions out there, including PowerPoint, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff's going to the cloud now.
Yeah.
So it seems to be like de facto that you're either a Cisco shop or a Microsoft shop in the enterprise, and you just decide to go one or the other. Now, that doesn't mean that enterprises are not going towards Zoom. I mean, look at GoDaddy. I would consider them an enterprise-level customer. Yeah. Little Caesars. Uber, another big one. And some of these kind of like large tech companies are turning to Zoom because they see the superior quality when it comes to ease of use, adoption rates. Because Skype for Business is a great platform, but it's complicated.
Yeah, and I would say when I was working in logistics, Skype for Business was a popular chat feature. They used it for chat and whatever it's
Unified
called.
communications.
Yep, and I think that was back when it was Link too. So
really.
But yeah, it is popular for text-based, I think, communications and stuff like that. I think what people are starting to do now is they remember their free Skype experience, right? They're thinking Skype for Business, like Skype, so what type of more collaborative and better video experience can we use? And you can leverage Zoom for that. I think maybe one-on-one calls, small basic meetings, Skype for Business might be fine for that. If you're looking to scale that and you have, multiple users, up to 50 users on a pro license, and then, even scaling that from things like to webinar rooms and everything else, I think.
So I'm showing off our Blab logo here because we can't answer all your questions, guys. This is the 20-minute cutoff. So there's our Blab logo. We will be on Blab answering questions after the show. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a nice day.
Take care.